Alright, this is the loop of failure. And this graph might be representing you watching this video at home. And this was something that was representing me back a couple of months ago. So basically, what this graph represents here is like this thing, like this axis, like input, this is time. And let's say it's day one of you doing something, whether it's posting video, whether it's going to workout, whether it's studying for exam, boxing practice, whatever you're doing, like day one of whatever you're doing right now, right? And let's say you put 100% at what you're doing, right? Day one, 100%, day two, 100%, day three, you slightly get to like decreases with the input, right? As time passes, you slightly go to like a decrease. And at like weekends, like nothing, you got nothing done. And like it's not just for 2 days, perhaps this phase right here, like this phase right here would be like 7 days, 10 days, or like 15 days, right? And then you slightly get like lower, and this phase might be right here like 10 days, you got nothing done on what you said you're going to work on, right? So this phase is where you just get back to your old habits, you don't commit yourself and everything like that, you know, all the worst things. And then one day you wake up and you think like, all right, I had things to do. All right, I had a video to post. All right, I have to do blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of things you have to do, right? So what you do is you get back to work again. This is what we call restart, right? You restart your focus on, all right, and no distractions, no nothing, only focus, only goals, stuff like that, only input, blah, blah, blah. Right? So you get restart, you do the same thing over here again, but at this time of being 100, let's say you're doing like 100 push-ups in one row, or like 500 push-ups in a day, or anything like that. If you're crazy like me, you'll be doing stuff, right? And the next time you restart, all right, or there's pain in my back, and like that, I don't have time, I have to study, I have to record a video, there's tons of things that I have to do throughout my day, so I don't have time to do this stuff. So instead of doing 100, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like 50% of my effort, or like 75% of my efforts, right? So you are doing anything like here, and the same process returns here again, and you get back to zero within a couple of days or a couple of weeks, you know. So let's say it's week one, right? You put a bit of efforts. This is week two, and this is week three, and the same process repeats here on week four. Like, right? This is what you do within a month, right? This is week four. The same process here, like 33%, and this time you got like only 10% of the input. And as time goes on, just at this point, you basically just quit because you have numbers of things to just complain on, like this thing doesn't work on me, for me, I don't have time to do, or my friends are talking about me, everything like that. There's plenty of excuses that you're having at this phase, because the problem is like when you don't have momentum, what you have is you're too distracted in everything else rather than just work, right? What I want you to do is, instead of having this phase, like I'm kidding you not, this is the phase that I got lost into, what I can say, as soon as I got into the make money online space. Literally, this is the phase where my downfall started. But actually, the truth is, my prime, like I actually did talk about my prime. My prime would look like this. Like, this is the same graph. Like, this is time. This is the inputs. Alright, I can write it this way. I can write it this way. I don't know, like, alright, this is what my prime is like. My inputs were like this. Like, this is where, like, I was doing all day. Like, this is what my prime looked like, you know. And then this is like I got into my cricket academy. I'm talking about like 2022, like this peak here. Was like all in on cricket. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do it. This is like September, like 6 months from Jan. I'm not like Jan. No, it's not Jan. From November, like October, right? Late October, right? So it's third or fourth week of October, and then 2021. and then it's like it's June of 2022, right? And as I got into academy, I was like, alright, bit dip because I had a lot of things to do, and then again up here, boom. This is the moment. This is the line, right? This is I'm drawing like got down. Like this is the line. I was like my parents told me to just stop doing cricket and just focus on studies and blah, 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 stuff like that, you know. So this is the phase where like I was at my peak of cricket academy, right? So it's like October, June, July, August, September, something like that, you know. And then as I was like, you're thinking like as I got dropped off academy, I was like going this way. It wasn't like this. I still had hope. I was still having the dreams. And what I did is like I just 5x my input, right? I was doing like 1,000 push-ups a day, like 10-kilometer runs, everything like that, having thousands of bat swings, bowling practice, catching practice, like 500 catches. Do you imagine how locked in I was on cricket? Like, I was analyzing everything. I was doing this, run, fitness, everything like that. I was like peak. This was my peak. This was my prime. Like I was this locked in on we just say like November to Jan of 2023. And then at this point I thought like, alright, I can make money, I can get into academy by myself, everything like that. So this was my peak, you know. This is how the inputs of consistency comes upon from, right? So what are the things like when I got into make money online space, much I can draw it like this is like my just graph was dropped like this, you know, crazily. Because everything I try, just failure, boom. I wasn't recording any video. I wasn't doing any cricket stuff because I thought like, alright, I need to lock in on this for a short period of time and to do this stuff and study and like I basically got lost in this all the online money making space, right? All gurus were trying to do this stuff, but in reality, it all comes down to recording video and selling your information service, everything like that. So that's what I'm doing right now, and this is actually where I'm getting back on this prime, even better than that. You know, this is how we are back. Like, so as I was getting in this, because everything I'm trying was not working, I was getting inconsistent with the input. I got into this, and I realized, alright, this is the loop of failure that's been stopping me from achieving my goals. So I need to change. But I realized there's peak, there's prime in my life that I still proud of today because I put all in everything, all of my areas of my life. Studies, 10 out of 10. I was topping on ranking my school, like every class. Well, I'm like the best student ever. Cricket, fitness, friendship, like I was in 9th standard, so like everything, every area of my life, 10 out of 10, like whoa. So this was a peak, you know, and then I was like, you know, this is where I got because of the online space. Anyways, so what I did last month alone, I was like, this is the graph, right? So what it is like, all right, let's get it back to work, right? So this is the work I do, and this is where I was right now. Last week, like this is where I was right now, and then I got sick, like fever, and then all my inputs were crashed. So I'm starting from yesterday. I was actually started from yesterday, like doing everything and getting back on track on this, like, you know. So what actually I'm telling you is the problem with the loop of failure is because what you're doing is inconsistent with the input, right? You're inconsistent just because you are committing too much of you're not perhaps or you're not too focused or disciplined with yourself. So what I want you to do is if you are doing this way, you can't do this. Simply after watching this video, sit in silence for 5 seconds. Like 5 seconds. Like sit in silence, right? And list down 5-10 things you have to get done before you go to sleep. That's it. And then attack on those things. And the next day, so what we're going to do is this is the graph we have right now. for you, right? You got the 5 things done, and the next day you got the 5 things done, and then you add one more thing. Like you did the same thing again, like whether it's studying for exam, recording a video, and reaching out to prospects, practicing for boxing, journalizing, praying to God, gratitude, whatever it would be, calling your parents, everything like that, yeah, or just anything, ideation, business, building SOPs, hiring, firing, whatever it would be, posting a video, anything it would be. 5 things, add 1 or 2 things. After doing this, boom, easy, right? So you're next, boom, 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 boom. Like you have got to the point. Like keep doing this cycle, repeat the cycle. Now you have 12 things. Now you have like 14 things. Boom, boom, boom. Day 10, you have like 20 things, and most of them is like super important, you know. So what it's gonna do is like it's not like if you look at it is this from that side, from the other side of the screen, you're thinking like, all right, this video makes sense. All I do is work, blah blah blah. What is the thing? Like actually, the magic you got this with this is like you will have a real confidence from yourself within yourself. All right, I got this thing with myself. Like just do it for the 7 days, and you'll see the magic. I'm not telling you like 7 days is enough, but you'll start to see the how much of you would be satisfied with yourself. Like you'll start to feel that confidence or like a fulfillment, sense of fulfillment, and you'll be pushing yourself even for more, you know. So I'm telling you to just get started for software. Like for 10 things is enough, right? For software, you know, baseline stuff. But what I would do is like attack, get as many as things done. Tomorrow, get as many as things done again, right? So if you're doing like this attacking mode, just do it. Because once you taste, because my point right here or here is the same. Once you taste that sense of dopamine that you get after doing work done, making real progress, having the input, it's priceless, and it'll force you to level up even more, you know. So that's the thing that I want to be setting with you. And once you get that stuff, make sure to don't screw up your momentum. Literally, this is what you have been doing for, I don't know, for a couple of months, couple of years, couple of decades, couple of lives. Just got this in. But anyways, this is what you're doing, right? So don't screw up your momentum this time. What I want to do is don't even skip a day. Because if you skip a day, let's say if I skip a day, I will get here, and from there it'll be hard for me to reach here again. You know, it will take me a couple of days to get here. For what? Just skip a day. And when you skip a day, it's so easy to skip another day and another, and then your graph look like this. Guess what? This is your downfall. And we don't want you to do that stuff anymore. Don't skip a day. Go hard on yourself. Do attack everything done. Right? So that's what I want to do. That's what I want you to tell this in this video is you have to escape the loop of failure. And way to do this is gain the momentum. Be consistent with your effort. Be more attacking force with your actions. Don't overthink, because when you are too obsessed with your inputs, when you are too obsessed with your goals, you have no time to overthink anything, right? It'll be so easy for me if all I do is like, all right, it's like 500 push-ups will damage me, like I'll get injured, blah. Like, will someone watch my video? Like, this is so easy to get overthink, you know. But let's say if like I have 100 push-ups, 500 push-ups. All right, next thing. All right, let me drink my water. All right, let me drink coffee. All right, let me record a video. All right, let me just reach out to prospect. All right, let me send a follow-up. All right, let me do like. There's a lot of things you do focus on working, right? So this is the magic that I have figured out, and I was sharing with you guys, right? So yeah, that's for today. I hope this video is freaking help you out to get back to the momentum and winning and getting out of the loop of failure, because actually that's the whole point of the video. And I'm getting back on track to posting daily videos, because why not? I've all done all the pre-work, all the ideas and everything like that. It's going to be insanely valuable for everyone watching this video. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, and yeah, I'll get in the next video. Boom.